Welcome back to another episode of Cor Counsel, the show where we explore all things masculinity through 15 portals of conversation. I'm your host, professional rugby player for Toulon in England, Kyle Sinckler. My co-host is Oliver James. Ollie has worked as a mentor with professional men within the worlds of sport, entertainment and business for the past decade. With that being said, let's get this show started. As mentioned, there are 15 portals of conversation which are all related to masculinity, which you can see on your screens right now. From here, Ollie will choose a portal, I'll initiate a question, we'll then have a conversation for around 10 to 15 minutes on an answer which is directly related to men. Look, we all know you've got things to do, so we're going to get straight to the point. But before we start, I just want to say a massive thank you to our friends and partners at Vivo Barefoot. Look, as an athlete, it all starts from the ground up. And ever since I started to wear Vivos, it changed my body, but also my performances. So make sure you check out vivobarefoot.com. Thank you so much, guys. Ollie, what is the portal for today's episode?
All right. Get my graphic up as usual. Let's have a look at these illustrations today. So, okay. See, what's he doing? Number 3 there. Writing? Creation. Let's go with that. Number 3, creation, please.
I'm interested to see where this goes down, you know? Okay,
yeah, me too. Me too.
All right, let's go. Ollie, I just want you to start us off today with just the role creation plays in your life and kind of your journey and how you've kind of come to the point where you are.
With that, I mean, creation itself is like a sustenance. Like personally for me, I need it as much as I need to eat, as much as I need water. If I go a day without some form of creation, I feel very, I feel weak actually. I feel weak energetically.
Genuine?
Yeah, genuinely, I feel weak. Creation is our access to source. When we create, we are using ourselves as a vessel, as an antenna, essentially, to be worked through by awareness, consciousness. So, you know, when you have an idea, you're becoming conscious of something beyond matter, if that makes sense.
Okay, I got you.
You have an idea. Where does that idea come from? Like,
where does it come from?
Hey, the best place is the shower. You know, you're in the shower, and I mean, how many people have had a great idea in the shower and then forgotten it?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some $1 million ideas that have happened in the shower and been forgotten. But when you are in the shower and you are washing your body, you're on autopilot. It tends to be that we create space. So we're doing something in the world of matter where, you know, you're washing away, you're not thinking, and in that space, something comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Where does it come from? I'm asking you.
Oh, you're asking me, the man above, I'm guessing. When you, obviously, I've been working with you for a number of years, and when you mention the word source, obviously you mean the universe. Some people, you know, interpret it as God, Buddha, Allah, etc. It's all the same thing. So I know from working with you that comes from source.
Good point. Yeah, I think however you want to see that there is this overarching energy, however you want to term it, however you want to describe it. I just call it source, but it tends to be that in the space we receive, like I say, we're antennas. We receive an idea, and that idea is a fuel source. It's a sustenance. And for me personally, I need to fuel my body with that on a daily basis. If you do it too much, you can get burnt out, you know, you know, if I have too many good ideas, I mean, obviously that's a joke, but you know, too much creation can burn you out, can burn your nervous system out. That's why you see, you know, those crazy inventors in movies and their hair.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Einstein.
Their hair's all sticking up and they don't sleep. You know, you need to find a good balance with it in terms of you figuring out a lifestyle that enables you to create the space that then enables you to be the antenna, the vessel for an idea. So what I'm saying is, in its simplest form, is I need creation. I build into my life and my daily pattern because it is a fuel source to me, it is a sustenance. And without it, I actually feel weak. It is power. It's like plugging in. When you plug into an idea, when you plug into the world of imagination, a world we cannot see, but we kind of lose connection with it as we grow older, as we become adults.
I was literally going to mention that, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, I remember for me as a kid, Ollie, I had so many ideas. I at one point even created a rugby team at my first school, which didn't play rugby, you know? And then I'm guilty of this, as are, you know, probably a lot of men tuning into the show today. You know, as you get older, kind of that bright light just dims and dims and dims. So it was like, for me, what I was going to come with you next is like, why it seems like the world we live in today is like designed kind of to dim that light, you know?
Yeah, certainly as you become an adult, in the sense of the system and society, you lose connection to that world of imagination. We lose, you know, our heads get filled with paying taxes and bills and fulfilling certain roles within the community and society that are systematic. And we lose that space that we have as children to receive that energy from source. Like, you put a kid in a room with a bunch of, I don't know, Power Rangers or He-Man figures, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm from the 90s, but, you know, those kind of, that's what I was playing with as a kid. But, you know, they're going to make up a game. Whereas if you know, an adult's just going to completely disregard something like that, even being in the room, because their head's filled with adult responsibilities, you know. So it's all about creating a lifestyle that enables you to have the space to receive creation and then using that fuel to create. Because I would say right now in our world, we need creation more than anything. I'd say we as a collective, as humanity, are starving. Like, I can't remember the last time I looked on my music app and found a song.
That's what I was literally about to say. I was thinking, when like the last time we've had this conversation privately, but like just good music itself, you know, I'm having to recycle old tunes from back in the past, you know. So yeah, no, great point there, Ollie.
The artists from the past must be tired because they're getting rerun on the playlist over and over. I mean, certainly my playlist, I'm sure other people, you know, we're really missing. It's the same in movies, music, all forms of artistry. I mean, we call musicians artists. You know, you're an artist, you receive an idea, you channel it into whatever platform it is that you're creating through. And I'd say that the world is starving for good movies right now, good music. I mean, we can't be the only ones who are feeling this. I think you go on Netflix and there's so much choice. But for me,
it's true.
Yeah, there's probably more choice than ever on music apps, etc. But I'd say it's quality. It's the quality of the creation that's being put out into the world. That's not to badmouth anyone. You know, as you know, this platform is a positive platform. We're not judging. But I would certainly say from my past, and you probably agree, I remember there being higher quality creation when it came to music, when it came to movies. I find myself watching a lot of stuff from the past rather than delving into the creations of the present. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty hungry right now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, and Ollie, you know the point you made just there in terms of there is so much choice, but the quality is just not up to that standard. Why do you feel that is? Would you say it's like, obviously in terms of music and artists, obviously they sign contracts and they have to make the product. Would you say that kind of I guess saturates the quality because they have to do it? It's not coming from a place of authenticity and love.
Yeah, and I think we're just drowning in so much content. You know, as I say, it's this quality thing. If we're drowning in, I mean, you go on YouTube. I mean, even this, we're making a YouTube video here. I guess it's not. We're not doing it for the purpose of being content creators, but I think we're just drowning in so much content that maybe it's a little bit like finding a needle in a haystack. You can't quite find the quality. But I would say this, because we are so hungry for it. And, you know, anyone who is doing it, anyone who is creating is empowering themselves through that connection to source. Say it's like plugging into a plug socket. When you do it, you become the plug. You know, you become the receiver for the energy. That is in itself, that is a great reward. And then from there, you know, just creating one authentic, as you said that word earlier, piece of music, you know, from, as you say, from love, from authenticity, rather than just putting it out on a metronome kind of thing. Just creating one great video, I don't know, becoming an actor and participating in one great movie, or a director, or as a musician, you know, let's say a great song, writing one great storytelling. You know, you as an athlete participating in
One great game.
What can that do for people? What does one great movie do for people? What does one great video do for people? What does one great song do for people? What does that do energetically? It inspires us to keep going. And I think because we're so hungry for that now, we've got all of this quantity, but the quality is not there. So I say to anyone right now, we need creation. And if you're looking for something to fill you up, put all of your energy into creation, because that's what we need as humanity right now. That's what we're missing. That would be my suggestion anyway.
Ollie, I'm going to just stir the pot a little bit because something just came to me. Say there is, someone tuning in and listening to what we're speaking about today, but they essentially don't really view themselves as a creative type. How would you, I guess, change that perception in the way that person sees themselves? Because I'm assuming we all have it in us, like you mentioned when we were kids, we could, create a game out of thin air, as we grow old, that light dims.
I think, certainly for me, I'm speaking from experience here, the thing that blocks creation is the idea of perfection. So, when we need it to be perfect, let's face it, this video isn't going to be perfect. What we're saying isn't going to be perfect. Anything, and I've got stuck there before where I haven't put things out into the world because I wanted them to be perfect and they weren't. So the people who needed it maybe didn't receive it. Like I say, we're starving for this. People need creation. Create and do not be too obsessed with how perfect it is. Work on your craft. There's something called the divine dissatisfaction, where you are pursuing perfection, but you actually enjoy that process, knowing that you'll never meet it. It will never be perfect. So create a batch of something, whether that's a YouTube content, songs, become a director and produce movies. Maybe you start with home movies first, whatever it is. Become an actor, create a highlight reel to try and make it, big time, as they say. But ultimately, what we need to do here is remove the blockage of perfection, because I've certainly been stuck there myself. And things that I've created that maybe other people might have needed, because that's when you become successful. You become successful as soon as you put your creation out into the world and you remove the expectation of, how it's received by others. If you can do that,
that's crazy, Ollie. So there's no attachment to it at all. Like it's just out there and it's like, here's what it is.
Yeah. As soon as you allow, because if it is source working through us, why would we stop that from being received by others? When you have that great idea, you didn't have that idea. Source gave you that idea. As soon as you created space, like maybe in the shower, you received that idea. To then not act upon it is, that's a sad thing in a way, because something that the world needs to receive through you as a vessel and antenna for it will not be received, because maybe you're too scared to embark on that journey, or you think it won't be good enough. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
So removing that blockage of perfection, I think is certainly something that I've experienced, and that's why we're going to put out this crappy video today.
Listen, we are not going to get in Source's way of getting this content out of the way. We are going to make sure of that. Ollie, thank you as always for your insight, your knowledge and your humor. It's honestly a pleasure to work with you. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and do not forget to hit that like button. Also, please follow us on all our social media platforms. If you like what you heard from Ollie and want to learn more, please follow Save Your World on Instagram and visit saveyourworld.com. However, and wherever you're tuning into the show today, we just want to thank you so much for your support. It does not go unnoticed. Take care, guys. We'll catch you next episode. Cheers.